Hi everyone, thank you for being here. We're going to look at this new moon in Cancer that's happening on July 5th, 2024 at 14 degrees and 23 minutes at 6:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this new moon is a new beginning of you understanding your emotional body and taking action in how you feel, what you want, and what you desire, or what you don't want or no longer desire. Fully alchemizing the energies of the moon, which is the ruler of Cancer, and the sun as they are meeting up in the sign of Cancer. You could feel an inner conflict of your ego versus your emotions during this transit. This is to push you towards taking action with growth and personal development, as the other planets are helping to promote a sense of willingness and adventure for your new beginning. Now, there are some opportunities of this new moon, which is balancing of your ego and emotions, fostering passion and creativity, cultivating passion and desire, expressing thoughts with caution. Okay, so I'm going to go over some transits that are happening. The new moon will trine Saturn retrograde. This is to give you alternative perspectives of the situation you are going through for growth. Okay, positive and optimistic attitudes revolving around the situation and will help you persevere. The new moon will then sextile Mars at the same time, and you will develop the courage that is necessary and embrace your self-autonomy. It will give you inspiration and alchemize the energies of Mars to push you forward. So I'm going to go over all the signs. Please check out your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a full picture of what's happening within your world, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Sagittarius. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to take a look at this new moon in your chart. This is for Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. All right, so we have the 8th house activated with this new moon in Cancer. The 8th house is legal matters, other people's resources, debts, taxes, grants, government. It can be a crisis. It can be soulmates merging together. Bank loans, mortgages, right? Hidden knowledge is here, taboo topics, esoteric knowledge. Inheritance, transformation, your psyche, death and rebirth, investments, and long-term finances. With it activated with this new moon is a new beginning in the 8th house in these things, okay? With it being in Cancer, it could have something to do with family, something to do with property, something to do with your emotional body when it comes to your psyche or transformation, right? It could have something to do with your security and foundation, mothers, motherhood, mother figures, single fathers, right? Okay, so let's alchemize the two. So this could look like a new beginning of maybe your mom helping you out with something financially or within a legal matter. This could also look like you becoming a mom and using other people's resources, or using your status as a mother on your taxes, like claiming your children. You could be getting a refund back from your taxes, or a payout of sorts from claiming children, right? From being a mom or a single father. That could happen here. It could happen as you receiving a property or a home by inheriting this property or home. It could be that you're figuring out how to use other people's resources or the government or some type of loan maybe to get a home. Okay. This could be a new beginning of that. It could also be the investments in long-term finances that you have a payout of some sort. Therefore, you're able to upgrade your home, pay off a debt, maybe even help your mother, because Cancer is nurturing other people and yourself. Okay, and that's the possibility that you could help out someone in your family or your mother, right? And I do want to remind you that death and rebirth is here. So there could be a birth happening to where you can claim it, or there could be a death of someone, right, in the family, or mothers are activated in Cancer. Okay. Just to let you know, I'm not going to shy away from the truth when houses are activated. Okay. Merging of soulmates is here. And there could be a possibility that it could go a couple of ways. It could go that you might be going through a crisis or something revolving around family, revolving around a loss of someone, revolving around a birth of someone, what have you. You know what I mean? And while you are placed in situations of either crisis or place of like legal matters or what have you, this could be a time to where a soulmate just shows up. That is a possibility. Just to let you know, if you don't have anyone right now, if maybe even if you're not even looking for anyone right now, it is a possibility that a soulmate can show up. A soulmate showed up for me when I was activated in the 8th house and going through a crisis. Okay. There could be a transformation of your psyche, and this could happen revolving around situations of family, situations of mothers, if that was a thing for you, right? Of that conditioning in childhood. Okay, it could be a transformation in regards to your mother's life, in regards to you being a mom. I think I said that, but in regards to you obtaining a home, in regards to situations of finances. Okay, there could be a transformation in that. I'm seeing if there's anything else here. If you are overwhelmed during this new moon, because new beginnings, they're exciting and they're great and they're wonderful, but at the same time, as a human, we have to take things one step at a time. And a lot of times whenever is for example, like if you were to go to out to eat to a buffet, you can't necessarily eat all the food at once. You can only pick and choose what you can eat and have the portion that you can eat, right? So when it's all placed upon you, it can be overwhelming. Okay, so if it gets overwhelming, even if it's a good thing, right? If it gets overwhelming, take time out to nurture yourself. Take time out to place yourself in a body of water of some sort to ground yourself, okay? Baths, spas, pools, lakes, ponds, creeks, what have you. Placing yourself in a body of water can help relieve any type of tension, built up tension, even if it's exciting, right? Okay, so let's look at some transits that are happening here. We have the new moon will trine Saturn retrograde. And Saturn retrograde is in Pisces, and that's in your 4th house. So I'm going to give you a little tidbit on Saturn first, and then we'll get involved in the transit. Okay, so Saturn has been in your 4th house messing with your home life. It may have made it difficult to pay a lease or a mortgage. It may have made it difficult with relationship dynamics with your family, relationship dynamics within your home, okay? It could have, with that 4th house activated, made you feel like you didn't belong somewhere, made you feel like a victim of some sort within your home, within your family. Okay, that is a possibility. And Saturn has been trying to give you lessons of you are capable of being at home wherever you are because home is within you. You are capable of, if this deals with motherhood, right? 4th house is motherhood. It's cancerous energies that are happening with this new moon, okay? Security, foundation, your emotional body, sense of belonging, property, home, and family, and nurturing is in that 4th house. And you have Saturn there. Saturn is trying to teach you how to either take authority as being a mom, take authority as being someone that can pull back the reins and let go and go with faith. When it's in Pisces, Pisces is unconditional. Pisces is spiritual. Pisces is faith, and trying to show you that God, source, universe has your back when it comes to your home life, when it comes to getting a home, when it comes to obtaining a property or dealing with people in relationship to, whether that is leases, whether that is contracts, what have you, okay, that you got this. Saturn is trying to put authority upon you of you got this. Let go and go with faith and let things play out the way that they need to, because it's leading you on a path, the path that you need to be on. And it could have been relationship dynamics with family or moms, right? Of you having to love them for who they are, okay? Of you understanding that everyone is human and they make mistakes and they say things that they shouldn't. And a lot of times it's not just them, but a reflection of you pushing that upon them, okay? That you're bringing in that vibration. And you could have changed, or this is a start of you changing your psyche to understand that the vibration that you hold around you is what you're calling in, is what that frequency is bringing in. You're tuning that radio on that frequency to bring in that vibration of people being the way that they are, okay? And once you tune yourself to a certain vibration, it can change your life. It can bring in more loving situations, people that actually help you, people that are actually there for you, and people that are actually loving toward you. But you have to let go of trying to control them. You have to let go of trying to place expectations on them. The only thing that you can do is expect that you're going to be treated a certain way, not in particular by someone else, but by the universe. Okay? I hope I made sense, because your psyche is activated. Saturn being here and being retrograde is going to work you internally. It's going to change your internal dialogue. your internal narrative that you have surrounding your home life, surrounding shared resources, because it's trining this new moon. Okay, so I'm going to get back into the transit here. I'm going to separate the sun and the moon because right now they're together, conjunct each other, making a new moon. Okay, so we're gonna go through it separately. So the sun trining Saturn retrograde will fulfill your ambitions with the necessary responsibility. Okay, something is being lit up within that 8th house to show you that your ambitions of getting your property together, obtaining a property, getting a home, having great relationships, what have you, okay, is hidden in that 8th house. All right, that 8th house is like hidden knowledge. Maybe there's something that you find online. Maybe there is something in regards to a legal document that needs to be reviewed, or maybe there is something of you understanding your psyche, and therefore, you know, that 4th house is up and running again, of everything happening for you, okay, with family, with mothers, with conditioning as an inner child, right? Inner child conditioning that you may have went through as a child, okay, from family. That these things are starting to heal, starting to be recognized and acknowledged, and a transformation is happening for you. This could also look like, with Saturn here and the sun being shown in that 8th house, that God, source, the universe is going to make something happen for you so that you can obtain a home, feel that security, gain that security, okay? And that could be you using the government. That could be you getting a refund, a payout of some sort. That could be you getting that inheritance, right? That's where the sun is lighting up. It's lighting up that house of the 8th house of your vitality is going to come along and push you to your ambitions, okay? All right, so the sun is also requiring you to have a new perspective. If this isn't something that you had thought about, I didn't know that I could just go online and fill out an application and then boom, I have free money. I have a grant. I have something from the government. I have, if you are in need of a divorce, I have a divorce, right? Online. There you go. You know, I mean, 8th house is divorce. I have legal matters online, right? There you go. It's right in front of you. The sun is trying to shine its light upon this, of you looking at things in a new perspective, of you taking heed of the situation, flipping it over and seeing it in a new light, right? But it will also make you reflect on lessons of Saturn. So you will remember what Saturn was trying to give you authority in, of if you had trouble paying a mortgage, if you had some type of family dynamic and there's an inheritance coming up, you're going to remember, you know, what Saturn's lesson was. You know what I mean? If there was a situation between a mom, you know, and it might come up again. That might come up again. Not all of us have mothers that are positive, right? And uplifting. You know what I mean? Not all of us have that. Some have those that are critical and cynical and things of that nature. And Saturn was trying to teach you that you have your own thought process and you can choose whether or not to take that advice. You can choose whether or not to take that loan from her. You can choose whether or not to get involved in any type of situation with your mother or mother figure. Okay? But remember Saturn's lesson. I'm not you. I don't know exactly how Saturn has been playing out of pushing those triggers to you, or making things challenging or difficult so that you understand a lesson from Saturn. I don't know how exactly that's played out, but I do know that the fourth house is activated, and it could have been from some type of property situation, some type of home situation, a family situation, you feeling like you're nurtured, you feeling like you are safe and secure, you feeling like you belong somewhere, okay? You and your mother's relationship dynamic or mother figure, you trying to be a mom, right? I don't know how this is playing out for you, but only you know that. So I'm trying to give you the definitions to where you can put both of them together. Because Saturn retrograde will act as a father within your God self, your soul self, your inner being, and will remind you of the situation at hand, will either show you a different way of looking at the situation, or you will take authority on your own and be like, I'm not doing that again. You know, this has already played out for me once, and we're not doing that again. Okay, so, okay. The moon trining Saturn retrograde is, it will help you get through with a positive and optimistic attitude through the situation. Okay, this is a new beginning in the 8th house. However it's playing out for you. But it will bring up that positive attitude that's needed for you to push forward. It'll help you develop the practical skills that are needed and the resourcefulness that you need to use other people's resources to obtain what needs to be obtained. Okay? It'll help you embrace your emotional authenticity and vulnerability if that's needed, right? And a lot of times we're too hard on ourselves, okay? And sometimes we have to teach ourselves that, hey, reminder that I am one person, I am human too, and I deserve happiness. Sometimes that has to be taught within yourself of, I need to take my break, okay? I need to be at home and take my break instead of working, 9 to 5 all week long and never having a vacation, never having a break, never able to sit down at the television and just zone out for a minute. This is the time to where the moon is trying to tell you it's all right. It's all right to be human and take time out for yourself, okay? The moon is our emotions, and the moon rules Cancer. So it will also be amplified during this new moon, okay? So the moon trining Saturn retrograde will help you dive deep into your emotions to help you persevere and cultivate emotional stability. If you've had any type of problems, again, in regards to obtaining a home, property, relationships with your mom, situations of wanting to be a mom, okay? It will help you with that emotional stability. Your psyche is lit up in that 8th house. Transformation is lit up in that 8th house. There will be something that is dawned on your psyche of, I got this. Everything will be fine. God, source, the universe has been with me before in situations of this I got this, right? But it's a reminder of, and it'll help you persevere through whatever situation you're going through. Okay? All right, so we have the sun that's going to sextile Mars in Taurus. I'm sorry, the new moon is going to sextile Mars in Taurus, but we're going to start with the sun, okay? All right. So the sixth house is activated. The sixth house is your health, is your daily routines, your daily work and employment, your co-workers, your small pets, your service to others, and organizing and detail orientation. Okay. So with Mars, with Mars activated, Mars can give you the courage through the situation. Okay. It can allow you to embrace your self-leadership, your self-autonomy with it aspecting the sun. All right. Because remember that the sun is lighting up that 8th house. And Mars is motivation, passion, inspiration. Also, it can be anger. It can be animosity. It can be aggression. And it's in your 6th house of, I have to do what is necessary to get the job done. I have to do what is necessary to get my health on track. I have to do what is necessary to service others, to make sure that they're okay, to give them a nurturing of some sort. I have to do what is necessary, okay, to nurture myself, right? I have to do what is necessary to deal with coworkers. This is 6th house things: health, daily routines, daily work and employment, coworkers, small pets, service to others, organizing and detail orientation. I have to do what is necessary. And that includes getting government help. That includes getting that grant. That includes dealing with whatever transformation that is needed for you to obtain, to push through. Okay? I have to do what is necessary. That is Mars working with you in that 8th house. Whether it's a divorce, whether it's looking deeper into yourself, that hidden knowledge, taboo topics, could be esoteric knowledge, astrology, tarot, things that are out of the norm. Okay? I have to do what is necessary to get things done. It could be once that inheritance hits, I have to do what is necessary. And if that's dealing with family, so be it. If that's dealing with, you know, my property, my home, my mortgage, what have you, so be it. If that is dealing with the fact that I feel like I don't belong somewhere, if I have to deal with that, so be it. Okay, this is Saturn and Mars activated. All right, remember? Okay. It'll give you that leadership. So I'm gonna talk about the moon now. The moon sextile Mars in Taurus is giving you the opportunity to help you take on the challenges by using Mars energies. Now, there could be situations of, with Mars activated, you know, I talked about Mars being all these good things, but it can be anger and it can be aggression and it can be animosity, okay? And sometimes anger is a motivation. And I'm asking you to alchemize this energy, to use that. If you feel angry in regards to a situation of a death, in regards to a situation of life is just the way that it is, you know what I mean? Right? Oh, Lord. If you feel angry in regards to having to deal with that job, having to deal with those coworkers. If you feel angry in regards to a health situation, use that as motivation to push you into that 8th house of transformation, using other people's resources as necessary. You know what I mean? And dealing with legal matters straight head on, head first. Let's do this, right? Even if it came to like divorces are activated in that 8th house, if it came to the divorce, right? Get that detail orientation going, baby, right? Write everything down. Remember pictures. Remember, right? Get the file out. Get a PI, private investigator. You know what I mean? Everything down to the nitty gritty, receipts, everything, you know. This is to push you forward to feel like you belong, feel like you are nurtured by the universe, feel like that, you know, everything doesn't have to be headstrong. I can take time out and chill for a minute and then take on what's needed, you know, because Cancer has a way of bringing up moodiness. Cancer has a way of bringing up emotions that you thought were in the past, okay? And to embrace those emotions, understand those emotions, acknowledge them, but do not attach yourself to the situation, because it already happened. It already happened. It made you who you are today. You know what I mean? So Cancer has a way of bringing up things about family and things about moms, and you know, it can twist and pull at you if you let it. So if it gets overwhelming again, please ground in water of some sort. This is a new beginning here, and it can be a lot of things. It can be optimistic. It could be optimistically devastating, right? Okay, say that a family member is wealthy, right? And you loved this family member, okay? You loved them. You didn't expect anything from them. You didn't even care. You loved them. And, you know, a passing happens because death is activated. They leave you everything. And you're able to pay off the debts that are needed. You're able to do the things that are needed for a home situation. You're grateful for that inheritance. But at the same time, man, you know, that loss is still there. You know what I mean? So it can be a bittersweet situation here. It can be a bittersweet situation of being evicted, right? Being evicted from a home because you didn't do whatever it was. And you're having to push forward with using other people's resources, whether that is living with a mother, whether that is living with a family member, what have you. The eviction happened. Yeah, you don't have your own space anymore. But since you moved in with that family member, you actually saved that family member from feeling alone, from being without a vehicle or whatever. You know what I mean? You put in the blank there. You put your words there. You know what I mean? So things happen in a way that is necessary with the universe to show you that life is a symphony. life works out the way that it should. Not necessarily the way that we want it to, but the way that it should. Okay? All right, so let's look at the moon. We're still on the moon sextiling Mars in Taurus. So it'll help you take action in a balanced way by reflecting on the situation. It will encourage some type of inspiration to you. Okay? So this could look like a transformation of a job setting. And you may had been at this job for ever so long, and then all of a sudden they let you go. Well, now you have to get on unemployment, which is other people's resources. Okay? It opens up a new door for you to take time out for yourself, to enjoy life again, to find the job that you actually want, right? It opens up a door for you to understand the relationship dynamics between you and those coworkers that may have taken advantage of you, okay, that you didn't see at the time because you were in it, okay, that you have a desire now that to either, I mean, this could bring on you working for yourself, or this could bring on you having the desire to work by yourself without so many coworkers around, or this could bring on you changing what type of work you want to be in. You know what I mean? That is a possibility. There's a possibility here with Mars activated. Mars is cutting, that you decide to leave a job and you decide to do something else in regards to maybe using other people's resources. Like say somebody asked you to work for them, so you decide to leave the other job that you're at. It could be dealing with other people's resources, such as working for the government or working for other people, servicing others, right? It could be something like that. It could be that you stop doing a job that is to service others, okay? And that you transform into a different type of job. That could be something that happens. Because Mars can be cutting. Mars can be taking action and cutting something off to bring in the new. And the 8th house is transformation. Okay? I'm trying to think of other ways that this could play out, because it's a very broad spectrum here of maybe you get motivated. Maybe you get motivated to get into banking or to get into mortgages, you know, be that loan officer. Or maybe you get into, if this is dealing with relationships, right? The divorce is activated, but at the same time, those soulmates merging together is activated too. So you get motivated to have a divorce, and then you get straight back into a relationship with somebody, right? That could happen. It could happen like that with Mars activated, 8th house activated. 6th house being your health, that you decide to cut off whatever relationship because of your health, or you decide to cut off a situation of dealing with, I'm trying to think of other ways. It could be because it's Cancer in this house, dealing with family because of your health. right? That could be something. Dealing with moms because of your health. Dealing with whatever legal matter situation that is happening that, you know, you decide to be motivated to have some type of legal situation happen because you're over it. And that could look like many things. It could look like you suing someone. It could look like you bringing upon, if it deals with work, I forget the people, the working administration, whatever, of your state, that you bring it to their attention that this is happening to you, and therefore they do something about it, right? It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be you suing a hospital, right? Because of the legal matter happening. Health is on there in that 6th house. It could be anything of that nature. But I do know it's a new beginning within your 8th house situations of a legal matter happening, of a crisis that could happen, a divorce that could happen, taxes, debts, grants in government, mortgages, banking, loans, inheritance, death and rebirth, long-term finances, and investments. But I was just trying to give you examples of Mars being activated, that it could motivate you, or it could bring up some type of animosity or anger inside of you that pushes you to do the necessary thing, right? That because it is a positive new moon, just to let you know. It is a positive new moon. But with Mars activated, you know, I mean, life is life. It has polarities. You can't have the light without the dark, or the dark without the light. You can't enjoy happiness without sadness. And that's the way that I'm seeing this new moon in your chart, right? All right, Sagittarius, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.